It's 89.7 The River, music from 2005. It is Disturbed and Stricken. Good morning. It is The River with Jake and Eliss. The Morning Fiasco is what it's called.
And we're here and we're doing it. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We're just talking about the release of that album. Came out in September of 2005.
2015.
2015?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was wrong.
Well, hold on. Let me check the Google machines.
No,
Cause
I'm pretty sure it's 2005.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead, check it.
10,000 Fists album.
Released on...
Okay, release date, one more time. Oh, you were right, 2005. I was wrong. I'm sorry that why would I even question you, Jake?
I don't know. What was the date, the actual date?
Okay, so it's actually September 20th, 2005.
September 20th, 2005. So go type that date in, and it's a Tuesday, is it not?
What day was September? I don't need to read this out loud. Everyone's like,
no,
you
totally can.
2005. It was, in fact... A Tuesday.
Right. That was when, I don't know, the shift happened several years back when things started coming out on Fridays.
Yes.
And I feel like that just took off one of the carrots for, get through the week.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I'll give you an example. Mondays, okay? Mm-hmm. Mondays kind of suck. Mm-hmm. But if you've got something to look forward to, whether
on a Tuesday,
whether it's river bowling or whether it's Monday Night Football, right? Mondays don't suck as much.
Very true.
And when you had album releases coming on Tuesdays, then you were like, well, I'm going to get through Tuesday because I'm going to buy this new album, and I'm going to be rocking that at the top of the volume.
Absolutely.
So that'll get me through till Wednesday. And then Wednesday's hump day.
Hump day.
And then Thursday, of course, is Thirsty Thursday. I mean, that just took off it just took off an incentive to help you get through the week. That's all I'm saying.
Well, and here's the thing, as an independent artist, now that's when independent artists release is on Tuesdays, and then the labels release on Fridays.
So
now.
it's giving you a little bit of ownership on that day.
Absolutely, because as again an independent artist, when you release on a Tuesday, then people are going to get bored at work Wednesday, Thursday, and then it's going to be taken over Friday, Saturday, Sunday by the big releases. So it's nice because it does force you to have to listen to more indie bands, which is
which is important as well.
Which is important, but if I wasn't,
I stand corrected.
No. If I wasn't in a smaller band, then I would be on your team on that. Yeah, for sure.
Like Wednesdays right now, as a Star Wars person, right? I wouldn't go I'm not a full-on Comic-Con nerd, but I do did you just look at the cameras like I am?
YouTube.com, 89.7 The River.
Anyway, what I'm saying is Wednesday, they've got a new episode of their current show that comes out on Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'm all right, sweet, it's Wednesday. You know what? See, that's what I'm saying. You got to have baby steps to get you through the week sometime.
Absolutely.
Unless you just enjoy every day of your life, which is fantastic, and I'm glad for you.
You know what?
Some of us need a little help, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's good to have things that make you happy in this world.
Right. That's why I think people put Taco Tuesday. What's Wednesdays?
Wasted Wednesday. Thirsty Thursday.
I failed
Effed up Friday.
I failed.
Slosh Saturday.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Messed up Monday. I see your life is driven by drinking. Okay.
But Sunday, that's the Lord's Day. I'm kidding.
We only drank lots of wine that day.
We only get that communion wine that day.
We just pretend it's water and go to town on it. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus. Oh my gosh. You can tell it's a Thursday. I feel like we're a little punchy today, but I'm having a good time.
Mostly because I call this Taekwondo Thursday. That's why I'm punching.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's why you've been punching. You were practicing.
I hate the alliteration of days. It's so stupid.
Do you?
Yes.
I think it's stupid in a fun way.
People make it they just oh, this word starts with T, so it's going to be that Thursday. Come on, man.
It's a fun exercise. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should take Thursday.
I'm going to fine. It's Taekwondo Thursday. That's what I'm making
Thursday.
Yeah. Hiya!
Okay, I like that. Let's get that punching bag in here.
I'm not sure that hiya is a Taekwondo term.
You know what? As a 8th degree black belt in mixed martial arts, I can't really tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. We were more silent than anything.
You need to brush the dust off your shoulder there.
Wow. Oh, sorry. There you go.
My goodness.
I'm heavily retired.
I'm just heavily tired. Caller number 10's going to the movies right now. Quasar Drive-In Friday and Saturday. That would be tomorrow. And this weekend, it is Godzilla x Kong. It is Dune 2. Bring your own Dune 2 popcorn bucket. If you're bringing outside food, you will have to pay the outside food tag that they require. But
honestly, they have really good food.
They do.
Just
They-
get your food there.
They do have really good food.
Yeah.
They do not have Dune 2 popcorn buckets. So if you would like to go to the movies, caller number 10 is going to get in. Come and talk to us, would you? And we'll give you some movie tickets to Quasar Drive-In Theater just outside the Metro off of Highway 275 in Valley. QuasarDriveIn.com has got the full movie schedule for the summer. Here's new music from Taking Back Sunday. It's called Sold. It's 89.7 The River. You're gonna be
Sold.
You're gonna be
Sold.
Caller number 1.
Hi, Cam
Caller number
Crew.
2.
Daddy Morning back at you
Hi,
again.
caller number 3. Keep trying. Caller number 4. Please keep trying. Caller number 5. Please keep trying. Caller number 6. Keep trying. You are number 7. Keep trying. What? Do you have a kid in the car? Caller number 8, keep trying. Caller
Do you have a
9
kid in the
just
car?
missed it. You gotta be so. You gotta be
Sold.
You gotta be so old, and I don't care because you are dying. Wow, that's rude words. Coming, rude boy.
That was like if Rihanna and Disturbed collabed, and now someone make that happen. There are people out there that are very good with DAWs, so make that happen.
Very good with dogs.
Daws.
What are you talking about? All right, you ready for this?
Always.
Y'all ready for this? I ran out of breath. Good morning, 89.7 The River. Who's this?
This is Colleen.
Colleen. Where are you going this morning, Colleen?
I am going to work at the zoo.
Oh, what do you do at the zoo?
I am a teacher for the Zoo Academy.
Heck yeah, you are. That's fun.
Wow.
What grade is it? Is the older kids or the younger kids?
I got the older kids. The younger kids kind of make me nervous.
What does this do?
You know what? 2 of my nephews did that program, and they loved it. They did it for a few years. So absolutely, I love that Henry Dorley does that.
Well, cool. Let's hook you up with movie tickets because we know that you've got to get out of the zoo, but you love the outdoors. So hang on just a second, okay, Colleen?
All right. Thank you so much.
Okie dokie.
Can you ask her if I can?
You literally can ask her right now. She's still on.
Oh, hold on. Let me put my headphones on. Which is your favorite animal, and why is it the penguins?
Penguins are actually really nice.
I love the penguins.
Yeah, the penguins are amazing.
But which one's your favorite?
I would probably say the sea lions, to be completely honest.
Those are so cute. Now, they remind me of real dogs, and is it true that they have no natural predators, so they don't know to be scared of things?
So I would say that their natural predator is probably going to be the great white.
Oh.
So they do have that, but yeah, for the most part, otherwise, I think they're pretty decent. So.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to pet one, but I don't think I
They're a
don't.
little big. They're a little scary.
All right. Why don't you continue this conversation and send me an email with Colleen's information, okay? I'm gonna put
Sounds good.
I'm gonna put you on hold, Colleen. Hold on.
1 second, Colleen.
All right.
Jesus. You are something else, woman.
I just like having conversations with people.
I love that you don't care if we got to edit a phone call or not.
I was like, wait, hold on. You have to
I was
edit
going
a
to try to
phone
play that after the first song, but I was like, okay, well, I guess we're not.
call. Sorry about that. There are people out there.
Jesus.
I'm just screaming at you today. All right, Colleen, can you spell your first and last name for me?
Good morning, 89.7 The River. Will you just send it to me with the Quasar in the subject line, please?
Denan?
Thank you.
Man. And what is your phone number? Is that all you need, Jake? Name and phone number?
An email address would be
And
great.
what's your email address? At gmail.com. And then your last name is Haldeman? Perfect. All right, Colleen. Well, you are good to go. Jake's got your information. You're gonna come. It's good for you and one other person at KIWR Drive-In.
She can use it anytime she'd like.
Then there's just going to be
season.
$10 basically to get you in, and then you can use it at any point in the season. All right. Thanks, Colleen. Go pet a sea lion today. Have a good one. Sold. Do you want it at Reaver Jake, or which one do you want it at?
Jake Ryan at 897theriver.com would be great.
Jake Ryan? Who's that?
Well, let me tell you.
Boop. Boop and boop. Hola.
Can you imagine being the decorator at White House events?
No.
Like, look at this. All the Japanese fans that they've got up, and they've got like the what are the flowers called?
That's a beautiful centerpiece.
What are the flowers called? The Japanese flowers?
Cherry blossoms?
Yes, Japanese cherry blossoms.
I am definitely allergic to cherry blossoms.
Well,
I learned that
you were
the
not
hard
invited
way.
to this event.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way when I went to DC for close up, and I just I was in bed for 3 of the 5 days. I was so allergic. It
With
was
who?
awful. I was
First
17.
of all, rude. Okay, let me tell you something, Eliss.
What's that?
There are kids that are 17 that do that.
Ugh. You're babies. Don't waste your time with that.
Yeah, build up those semen reserves. I don't think that's how it works at all.
Well, Scotland, that's all I saw. What's up, Sarah? What's up?
What? That's all you saw in Scotland?
Whoa, Scotland. Good morning, everybody. I'd go through. Listen, okay. Jakob, Allie, Lori, Brian, Chelsea, David, Chris,
Don't call David.
Aaliyah.
Don't call David.
Thomas is here from Scotland.
Hi,
Thomas, hi.
Hello, Thomas. We could do a really bad Scottish accent, but it'd be really bad.
You don't want that, Thomas.
You don't want none of that smoke.
Well, welcome, Thomas. Thank you for piping in today. I was wondering why Sarah said, whoa, Scotland. Because I go to Scotland all the time. Scotland, South Dakota. It's a bad
I've not been to
joke.
Scotland yet.
The country? No.
That's where my family's from.
Really?
My grandma was straight off the boat from Scotland.
Really? Wow, I did not know that. What's your, okay, which side?
My dad's side.
Your dad's side.
Yeah.
What's your mom's side? No clue?
Yarman, English. I don't know.
All of those? All the white ones?
People that moved to Oklahoma. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm half Irish, half basically Czech. Thomas said I can do a really bad Scottish accent. That's pretty funny.
Thomas, can you do a really bad English accent? And
I-
when I say, sorry, American English accent?
I love hearing other countries do American accents.
Right, because it's the most boring thing ever.
Because it's just so fun to hear what they hear. Are you going to try it? Are you going to do a Scottish one?
No.
Thomas, do you
I
like
have
to
listen-
hear
I
other
would-
people?
I would have to listen. Like, I would have to watch Austin Powers a lot to get that. With Fat
That's
Bastard.
not even a real Scottish person.
Fat Bastard's really Scottish.
I feel like you need to watch Maid of Honor because that has
Maid of
real Scots
Honor?
in it. Yeah.
No.
Maid of Honor. Not like Maid of Honor, but like I'm made of MADE of Honor. It's with the guy from Grey's Anatomy and then the chick.
Amy Adams?
No, not Amy Adams.
Oh.
That is Irish Wish or something like that. Or
Oh.
like Leap Year. That's Leap Year.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a different country.
Who's in Maid of Honor then?
Maid of Honor is.
What's her face? What's her face from Knocked Up? Katherine Heigl?
No, not with Katherine
Hate her.
Heigl.
God.
Yeah, I heard she's a bear to work with. Thomas says, I don't mind
Sure, a
hearing you
bear.
guys struggle to say the words. Fair enough, because it is a struggle. It's a struggle to kind of understand, too, sometimes. Like when you get the really old guys on there.
Check this out. I found this yesterday. Juneberry.
Juneberry.
Yeah,
I picked up some Red Bulls for you because you severely overpaid me for your last Red Bulls. So I did pick up some Red Bulls for you, and I didn't bring them in.
You
so.
did pick them up?
I did. They were like on...
Ooh.
Ooh. Does it hurt? Does it hurt the nostrils?
Stings the nostril. No, it doesn't.
The vintage.
Why are we showing Costco's Gold Rush? Oh, because you can buy gold.
Yeah. Do you have any investments in gold and silver?
Maybe. I don't know.
I
I
like
have a
that.
financial planner.
You do? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. I'm independently wealthy. I just struggle from week to week.
You know what, though? Like, a lot of them do. A lot of very independently wealthy because it's not liquid.
It's not at all. It's not liquid. And I'm not independently wealthy at all.
Well, you have a house.
I do. That I still owe a considerable amount on.
Yeah, but you own it.
I will be dead by the time I pay it off.
Yeah, but, like,
What are we
that's a
talking
house.
about? We don't even have a topic.
We're just going off.
Well, find a topic and I'll play this phone call.
You got it.
It's 89.7 The River. Blame My Youth. New music starts right here on this very radio station at 7:22. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
We are flying through. I mean, it's already 7:22, and we are almost. We're almost to Friday. We're so very close.
Jake, let's flex real quick. We have someone from Scotland listening to us on YouTube.
Really?
So, yeah,
Really?
we do.
I wonder if that's where this person is calling in from. Who's this? You know that Henry Dorley does that? What?
Yeah, the
you
zoo
know that
offers
person's dead, right?
Yeah, but we know that it's a zoo. I say Henry Dorley. I'm not speaking of the deceased person. I'm thinking of a very alive zoo.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Omaha's Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium. So, Colleen, hang on just a second. We'll get your info. You are going to see this weekend Godzilla X Kong, the brand new Godzilla flick, and Dune 2. Mm-hmm. That is what is showing at the drive-in this weekend. And then he's got some, Jeff's got some crazy, like, horror combination coming up. We'll have to look at that at QuasarDriveIn.com. You can keep up with Quasar as well and even see the delicious foods that they offer in their concession stand. Or Snack Shack, I guess they call it, that they have at Quasar's Facebook page, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, Jake, have you heard about, speaking of delicious food, McDonald's is debuting a billboard.
Did you say speaking of delicious food?
Speaking of, you're right. I'm sorry. Speaking of food.
Sometimes it's delicious.
And then, honestly, food can be in quotation marks.
You know what? I will squeeze an entire cheeseburger into my mouth from McDonald's anytime.
Large fry down my gullet.
If you're hungry, right? Like if it's after a football game and we're on the road,
I don't care.
And it's like we just want to drive the 8 hours home back to Council Bluffs in Omaha.
Yep.
We will swing through McDonald's, and then we'll have an hour later. It'll be just a van full of farts. But
gross, exactly. But
we have a rule. If you do pass the gas while we're on a road trip in the van, you must either A, crack a window, or B, notify people that are by a window that can be cracked.
That's fair.
Okay.
That is fair. Well, when you crack the window in the Netherlands, this McDonald's billboard is the first ever scented billboard.
Why does across this pond get everything cool?
I think because they're just like way less red tape over here in the Netherlands. Let's go ahead and see how this goes.
We're just going to pump some scents in. Okay, how does it work?
I know. Okay, so it actually started with a lawyer who had cologne on his billboard. And so McDonald's was like, hey, okay, well, whatever. If you're going to spill cologne on yours.
Let me, hold on. Can I stop you there? When you think of the law, do you think of cologne or do you think of like leather-bound books?
You've obviously never dated a lawyer.
No, I have not.
I went on a few dates with two separate lawyers, not at the same time.
Wow.
At different times in my life. Both of them smelled amazing.
Really?
Both of them smelled amazing, and they smelled like fighting and money.
That you know what? That must be what 2009 is working for, since he's in a cologne phase.
Oh,
right
he's
now.
a teenager in a cologne
Thank
phase.
God. Thank God he's got goals. He's got to be a lawyer.
He's gonna be a lawyer. But so basically, they're just pumping in the smell of French fries to everyone.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? How do they get that smell? Like, now I'm concerned. Like, are you guys just pumping the smell out from your restaurants, or Is that not the real smell?
I mean, that's what Burger King does. That's not real flame broiling coming out of that smokestack, right?
Oh, yeah. That's just, they paint those lines on.
And by the way, if you're buying an animal kennel, that is not flame broiling either.
No. Sometimes it's hard to decipher between Burger King and BO. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, that gives a new meaning to having it your way. That was all over the place.
It was still fun. Hey, Thomas, I saw that you asked if we play new music. We do, and you must be a musician because you have music in your name. Send it to ELISS at 897theriver.com. That is ELISS at 897theriver.com. And I'll give it a little listen, and I'll pass it on to our Planet O lady. McDonald's is not using certified Piedmontese meat.
Not at all.
Hey, no problem, Thomas. I'm a musician, and if someone in Scotland was like, hey, send us your music, I'd be pretty stoked. So, let's do the reverse of that. Can you turn it down a little bit because my brain can't process anything? Thank you. ADD. External sounds are complicated for my brain. Honestly, at this point, Thomas, you're the star of the show. So, there you go. Sarah says, we need good-smelling billboards south of O.
Yeah, there are billboards down there. They smell like tacos.
I was thinking of, what's that place with Joe Tess that we drive by?
That's where it smells. 75 southbound.
Yeah.
Smells like tacos. Smells like steak. Smells like beef jerky. Smells like crushed animal stuff.
I don't think so. All right.
Make your body cry. We got that tonight. Hey, hey, hey.
You know who you sounded like with those A's now that you've done this impression many a time?
Who?
The person that you're very good at impressing.
Rodney Dangerfield? Ah!
Do it. Let's see if everyone can get it. Smells like dog food. Yeah, I'll tell you what. When I would take Fenway on that highway by Joe Tess's, he would put his sniffer up to the vents. He'd be like, "What is that intoxicating aroma?"
A delightful smell. I love it so much. I'd like more, please. Please, ma'am, another. Sir.
Please, ma'am.
Please, sir, ma'am,
I have
another.
some more.
Please, sir, ma'am. I'm going to go to truck driving school, I think.
Yeah?
Me and Jenny Points will be racing.
I like it.
Here we go with your traffic, and it must be later because there is a traffic issue. 7:30 the time. Your traffic issue right now on I-80 westbound at 96th Street. So what are we looking at? Stop and go traffic all the way back to 42nd. The left two lanes are blocked. So that is why people are zooming by you when you're in the right lane and cutting you off. I-80 eastbound between I-680 and 84th Street is slow as well, mostly because people are looky-looing over at the accident. You see something, say something, 551-CARS, 402-551-2277. You can call it in to the total traffic tip line and make it. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. Have you ever done a viral challenge, Eliss?
Always.
Always you do them?
I mean,
Anytime it comes up, you're like, hey, Tide Pod, I'm in.
Oh, gosh. I do feel challenged when they come out. No, I've never really participated.
Okay. Not like even the ice bucket challenge you didn't do?
No, I did not.
Nobody challenged you to do the ice bucket challenge?
I really got under the radar somehow with that.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Okay, it's probably the coma you were in that year.
Oh,
there is a challenge going on throughout our times, and one of them apparently is a stand in a bucket of ice challenge. In order to test your endurance, I believe. Okay.
Okay.
So reality TV star MC Tammy and her friends Tus and Arthur were doing this stunt in Brazil. The trio had kept their feet immersed in a bucket of ice and coarse salt, which resulted in their toes turning black. They were shockingly reduced to tears from the pain. It is an endurance challenge for the reality show N1 Influencers, hosted by some singer known for promoting challenges to his followers. They were supervised by firefighters, and it doesn't matter because they're going to have their toes amputated because they thought, yeah, this sounds like a good idea.
Frostbite. Like, do people not remember that even though it's a challenge?
I would keep my toes, and I would, like the movie Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler, I would want people to stab them with no feeling.
Yeah, because it doesn't cause any additional health issues or anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like people
if you're screwed, you're screwed.
Yeah, I feel like people get so blinded by participating in a group activity that sometimes you forget that your body is still a body and things like frostbite can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they've got faux lot. Fear of living without toes.
Yeah, I have that constantly. I saw, what was that one movie with Harrison Ford, The Fugitive?
Uh-huh.
And he got frostbite. What? No, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I don't know. I swear it was Harrison Ford running through. Maybe it was Liam Neeson. It's all the same. But he was running through.
Look, Liam Neeson's is not the same as Harrison Ford. Okay,
like Harrison Ford and Take. I'm kidding. But like
a very specific set of skills.
There was
involves piloting the Millennium Falcon.
That's hilarious. There was a movie I watched when I was younger, and the guy got frostbite so bad he was on the run, and he got frostbite so bad. So that's been a living fear of mine ever since I was 3. I watched it way too young. I
would like to know what that movie is.
I know. If someone knows, please let me know.
I can't think of a Harrison Ford. It must got to be Liam Neeson.
It's got to be, or it couldn't be either of those. I was literally 3.
Oh, it's probably Steven Seagal, by the way.
It might have been Steven
Who
Seagal.
celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Yeah, it might have been anyone. Oh, happy birthday, Steven Seagal.
You missed that one. I put it on the sheet. I noticed that you took it off.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steven. Oh my gosh. I'll write him an apology letter.
You don't need to apologize to Steven Seagal. Here's Beartooth. It's 89.7 The River.
Have you ever had frostbite?
No.
Neither have I. And we live in winterous areas. It's so easy to not get.
Who was this person? Does the cam crew know?
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Thomas from Scotland know who we're talking about?
Thomas from Scotland. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is that Tom Arnold?
Movie. Oh, okay. I Googled movie accidentally, and the first one that came up was Imaginary and The Nest. So there you go. I don't know who it was, honestly. Movie, person on the run and gets frostbite.
After an Omaha dentist died and the office closed their doors, a woman is left looking for answers. On what? Find another dentist. They'll fix your teeth the same way he would have.
Oh.
What, did you leave your teeth in there or something?
I left my teethers.
I don't know what happened. My teeth are gone.
My teeth.
This guy had the nerve to die. Why is he dying?
I don't know if it was 80s or 90s. 1980s movie. Let's look that up first. Maybe it was 90s. Maybe it was 90s then. 1990s movies. Anything to Survive? I think that might be it. Anything to Survive. No, Alive. Is that it? No. It could be Alive.
You are just throwing out random guesses.
I'm just... Chain Reaction. It could be that too. I don't know. I would have been very young, so it wouldn't have been Chain Reaction. Oh, wait. Hold on. Right here. I just Googled Harrison Ford gets frostbite on the run.
Will you play that next element?
Absolutely. Nani, I don't know. Presumed innocent, I think, might be what I'm thinking of. I think it might be David in The Fugitive. Do they run through the winter, and does Harrison Ford get frostbite? Because I thought it was The Fugitive, but I'm not sure. Now it could be presumed innocent. I don't know. That's the crazy thing about being a kid. It's Skillet playing right meow. It also could be The Witness. It could be Patriot Games.
It's just called Witness.
Oh,
It's not
could
The
be
Witness.
Oh, hi. Okay, so I don't know if you've been listening. When I was like 2 or 3, I watched a movie. I'm pretty sure it's Harrison Ford. Could be Liam Neeson. Could be any white male of that time.
When we were,
And he got frostbite.
you and I are close to the same age. I think
How old are you?
38.
I'm a little bit younger, but yeah. We're close.
When we were 3, 5-ish, I think Liam Neeson was like doing Schindler's List. He wasn't in the,
He wasn't doing action yet.
he wasn't doing action, so I
You can pull. Which mic do you want him on?
3,
Is this
please.
Is that this one?
Yeah. Was it 1993's Alive?
I think it might be Alive. But that was is that with Harrison Ford? Is that the plane crash and then they were eating each other?
Yes.
I don't think it was that one.
And that stars Ethan Hawke, Vincent Spano, Josh Hamilton, and Bruce Ramsey.
It could have been Ethan Hawke. Do they get into the hospital and they all have frostbite?
I don't know, man. How
Now
about
you need-
Whiteout?
I need to watch all of
Kate
these.
Beckinsale, Tom Skerritt.
Gosh, I feel like Disney probably made a movie where someone got frostbite and we were probably frightened.
Yeah, it was called
Frozen.
No, it was the dog one.
Is it a dog one? Wasn't there Disney have a plane crash movie with a kid?
Homeward Bound? I was kidding.
That got dark.
I
Gray-
love
was it
Homeward
Gray?
Bound.
I don't know.
After their plane crashes in Alaska, 6 oil workers are led by a skilled huntsman to survival, but a pack of merciless wolves hunts their every step.
Ooh, what's that one?
Liam Neeson, Dermot Mulroney, Frank Grillo, Dallas Roberts. Came out in 2011.
Oh, no, too late.
You know, it's
I would remember that.
a White Fang. I don't know.
How about
Oh, White
Smilla's
Fang.
Sense of Snow?
That was a great book. That book made me cry.
How about
Yeah.
Smilla's Sense of Snow?
Okay. We just need to make a list, and then I'm going to have to force Jordan to watch all
How
of
about Noe
them.
the Albino in 2003, starring Thomas Lemarquis,
Ooh.
Roster Leo Gunnarsson, Elin Hemsdotter, and Anna Franksdotter.
Let's do this.
I
Alive.
think it was it White Fang,
No.
starring Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke apparently is in a lot of snow movies.
What was the dog sledding movie? I don't remember.
8 Below.
No. It was one from the 90s that was a dog sled movie.
8 Below.
8 Mile?
8 Below.
8 Mile.
8 Below, 2006 sled dog movie,
No, it's older than that.
starring Paul Walker. Rest in peace.
Did he race, like did he Tokyo drift his dog sleds?
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Dog sledding movies.
There's just a dog sled movie from the 90s. Like
Sled Dogs, 8 Below, Iron Will.
Iron Will. Iron Will.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I figured that's what one you picked. What are we doing? Do you know?
Let me look here.
Well, it's only 7:40, so don't worry about it. Now I've delved into a place where I don't want to be.
You went down the
I need
dog
to not
sled
focus on
rabbit
dog
hole.
sledding movies.
I've forced
Frostbite.
everyone to go a little bit deeper into my brain, and I agree that nobody wants to do that.
Oh, that was hot.
What?
Took up too big a drink of coffee.
89.7 The River Music from Skillet and Invincible. It's 7:40. We continue on with news that you need to know. If you are a vegetable chopper of any type, and if you've picked up a vegetable chopping device at any Walmart store, there is a recall of more than 50,000 units of this popular vegetable chopper because of, it's called Mainstays Electric Mini Choppers. there is an increased risk of laceration.
Laceration to your body.
Yes, as most vegetable choppers will offer that risk. So I don't know how this one missed.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Is
but
it like a slap shot type thing? Like
I don't know, but
Okay.
it's of chopping vegetables. There's going to be a risk of being cut.
I feel like anytime you handle something sharp,
Yes. So just an FYI, if you are cutting vegetables,
you could get cut.
keep your fingers out of the blades.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay?
I think that's the best PSA of the day.
You're welcome. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. All sorts of traffic issues. Stop and go traffic. I-680 southbound between Pacific and I-80 east. And there's an accident. 2 left lanes are blocked. I-80 westbound at 96. That's creating traffic delays all the way back to I-480. What you know will create traffic delays all the way back to JFK and basically Plattsmouth. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that far yet. But you're just going to watch where you're going, all right? Weather today, decent, although windy. 63 later. Not that warm now. It's the river.
Woo-hoo! Such a jam, this song.
Yeah.
Sliced the tip of my thumb off a couple months ago, chopping. I was tremoring pretty bad and was preparing dinner, and it slipped and almost cut the tip of my thumb off.
You know, Yaka, they do make these little like gloves that are
Cut gloves.
cut gloves. Yeah.
You mean
Yeah.
talking about the chainmail gloves?
Yeah, but they aren't.
Restaurants have a special knife glove,
Yeah.
that they would make you wear in your hand that primarily holds the food.
Each of the
Yeah.
choppers is made with a green lid and a white base and is rechargeable and cordless with 3 blades attached to the white plastic base. Anyone who has purchased the chopper can bring it back to their nearest Walmart. Walmart has received 5 reports of injuries on the product that is exclusively sold in their stores. 2 of the injuries required medical attention and stitches. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know, okay? The people that bought them from Wally World and were not intelligent enough to not hack their limbs into their limbs.
You know, I guess like in my mind, I completely agree with you, but then I feel like I would get it just to prove a point, and then I would be like, oh, that could definitely chop your finger off.
Gosh,
Like I would see it, I'd be like, yeah, I could see that. I just think we should stop trying to electrify blades. Like, let's stop that, because I think in the 90s, remember those like zzz for the turkey cutters and stuff?
oh, like electric knife.
An
yeah,
electric
we don't
knife?
Yeah.
we don't need to do those anymore.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that have electric knives that did not hurt themselves.
Okay, that's fair. Do you like electric knives? Is that why you're defending them? Do you
I have used an electric knife.
exclusively use electric knives?
No, well, it just depends on what kind of situation, man. Like if I'm in a back alley, there's nowhere to plug it in, I will bring out my other knife.
Fair enough.
I will stab somebody for a chocolate chip cookie in some instances.
Yeah.
I love chocolate chip cookies.
Do you like them warm or not?
Both?
I don't like them warm.
Really?
You don't like chocolate chip cookies warm?
I don't, because I like the crunch of the
Go
chocolate.
ahead and leave now because
That's fine. I get it.
She's something else.
I would rather have a frozen chocolate chip cookie than a warm one.
See, I don't like my sweets frozen.
I would rather have frozen cookie dough.
Ooh.
Feed that to me. Give me all the parasites.
I
Give
don't
me all
even
the raw
care.
eggs.
I don't even care.
I don't
don't
even
even care.
care. I don't even care.
I don't even
you
care.
can recall those all you want, Walmart, but I'm going to eat your raw cookie dough.
Like my wife
Yeah.
likes frozen Snickers. I don't like
See,
frozen Snickers.
I think-
teeth snapped off is what she does, huh?
I agree with you, Yaka, because like I like chocolate at room temperature is the best tasting
Yeah.
to me. And I feel like it's like that with several things. Like there's a certain temperature you should eat things at. And
Yeah.
frozen chocolate ain't my jam.
No, I'm not. Unless it's ice cream. Ice cream.
Yeah.
That's
I got you.
one of the chocolate chip cones.
So you're so good at this now?
You know what? I feel empowered. Jake, you've empowered me.
Good. Let's change some things around.
Yeah.
Do you like it now?
It makes my heart anxious when you do that. He puts the important part in the small box and then the small box in the big box.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
sure I'm
goodness.
behind on this, but Fallout Boy last week was.
Was it amazing?
Yeah. Did you see the flame base?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced flambe.
Flame.
The flambés, that's hilarious.
Here, check this out.
I see the UNO.
exactly what Pete Wentz needs.
Right?
What?
Who did that
you
for
look up
Pete?
The release date of this album, Morning View.
Morning View.
They just re-released that, didn't they? Did they re-release for Morning View?
You're the music guy, Jakob.
They
not
did.
us. We
I'm
just
pretty
work
sure they
at-
did.
We just work at a radio station. No, I'm just trying to update all of our tracks so that
Oh,
when
Gosh.
we all die
October 23rd, 2001.
again a Tuesday.
Yep.
oh my goodness.
Well, it was like, I felt so vindicated almost. So,
Vindicated.
I am selfish. I am wrong. I am right. We should play that for our throwback. But anyway, I felt very vindicated because when Justin McCain came in and we gave him a music quiz and he was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I would have failed this too. And then Jordan made a good point. He goes, there's a difference between a musician and a music enthusiast. Like musicians are so focused on creating the music that you really don't get to hear a lot of the good stuff out there because you're just focused on creating it.
I suppose.
Speaking of creating, you should create a Star Wars quiz for the two nerds in here.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars pop quiz.
All right, Jakob, what are some of the resources? Where can we go for resources?
Resources for.
For National Parkinson's Awareness.
Oh gosh, you can go to the Parkinson's Foundation page. There's the Fox Foundation will give you information.
The Fox Foundation?
Yeah, it's Michael J. Fox Foundation.
Oh, no, I figured
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was actual foxes. Portions for foxes.
There is a Fox logo of the Fox for the Fox Foundation.
I bet it's a sleek logo too, like kind of just more the outline of it.
No, it's pretty cool.
Oh, let me see it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go with pet names here at 7:50.
Jake, that's the one that I pulled up.
For where? It's right
Yumi,
there?
Yumi, Yumi. Yeah.
How much is that frog
There you
in
go.
the window? Ribbit, ribbit.
That's exactly what I envisioned.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Makes
What?
me happy. The Fox logo.
89.7 The River music from Incubus at 7:48 on the Morning Fiasco with Jake and Eliss. Joined by Jakob from the Cam Crew as well for this AM as we it's a great day for many people, pet owners everywhere. By the way, Trucks and Pups is coming back to Trucks and Taps at 108th and Q. We'll do our first one of the season. That's right, we're going to do multiple opportunities for you to come out and meet some adoptable animals May the 9th. So mark that date down on your calendar. May 9th for our first Trucks and Pups out at Trucks and Taps, 108th and Q. It is National Pet Day, Eliss.
It is.
Absolutely. It is National Pet Day. 2/3 of us have at least one pet in the home. According to most recent stats, dogs and cats, obviously the most common, followed by, what do you think they are? Give me, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
Hamster.
We'll include that in rodents. That is third down that list.
Lizards.
Lizards, reptiles. That's number 4.
Oh my goodness. Let's
Jakob, do you have a
see
guess?
here.
The top 2 answers are available on the board.
What were the first two again?
The first 2, dogs, cats.
Fish.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah, there you
fish,
go.
number 3. Ding, 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 ding. All right, would you like to play or pass?
I guess I'll play
Okay, what is number 2 on the board?
for animals.
Yeah, for the other
Most
animals.
popular
it's actually
animals.
number 4 in the whole scheme. It's like the Star Wars movies. They're not really. I'm not really giving them
Can
to
I
you.
steal?
Yeah, you
Guinea
can steal.
pigs.
Oh.
That's rodent.
That is
that's a
rodent.
Yeah, come on.
No, I was with David on that.
Birds.
Hold on, just a second. Do that again. Say
Guinea
yours
pigs.
again.
Dun-uh,
Sorry, already on the board with rodents.
Wow.
All right, what did you say? What did you say?
Blades.
Boyds. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And one more of the top 7 pets.
Okay, so we've got cats, dogs, rodents,
Fish. Birds.
fish, birds.
It's the last one on the list. Dogs, cats, fish, birds, rodents, reptiles, and it's not what you'd think. You got to
Your
be kind
kept significant other.
You've got to be a little bit wealthy for this, or
Chinchilla.
or be ready to be poor.
No, chimpanzees.
Chinchilla.
Monkey.
Monkeys.
Pretty sure a chinchilla is a rodent.
Is it?
Is it?
I would classify it that way. I would
Okay.
classify a ferret as a rodent.
Yeah,
Even though
ooh.
ferrets probably I don't know what the actual, but
I'm gonna go with apes. Apes strong together. No, oh.
I know that when I hear it.
monkeys, apes are not on the list.
What about like if we're on a farm, a horse?
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Congratulations to you. The finalists for 2024 among wackiest pet names is where we are steering this into. That first segment took a lot longer than I thought it would.
Sorry.
Who would ever thought?
Your puppies that have passed away, rest in peace. What were their
Yeah.
names?
Fenway and Tessie.
Okay, and childhood pets.
We had Sugar and Bandit and Hoover.
Was it an anteater?
Hoover was a puppy dog, but he was we got him in his senior years.
Okay.
But then we had a horse named Lizzie Borden.
Okay. Okay. What
Yeah.
about you, Jakob?
The dog we have now, his name is Boomer.
Okay.
Boomer Sooner.
Oh, okay. I figure like Boomer, like he just was born during the war, after the war as a result of the war.
He's a really old dog.
This dog is 73 years old.
73. I did have a cat named Paws, but Pause. I thought that was really cute.
Our cat's name is Bentley, so he's very
Oh,
sophisticated.
fancy.
But if we were to get another cat, I'd want to name him Stevens.
Oh, I thought you would name him like, I don't know, Hugo or something like that. All right, here we go. Finalists for the wackiest names. By the way, my dogs, I don't think they got wacky names.
No, you don't.
I mean, Stevie had a wacky name when we got her.
What was her?
Her name was Pepperoni before. And
She's a Stevie. She is not a pepperoni.
And that just ain't flying. We're not calling it. I'm not calling an animal
well, she's too serious.
a refrigerated drawer meat. Okay?
Yeah, she's too serious for pepperoni.
All right, here you go. Dog category. Boots with the fur. Chug Chug Pickles.
Chug Chug Pickles.
Somebody named their dog Little Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies,
That's hilarious.
which is way too. I mean, what do you call him? Richie?
Richie, yeah.
Lord Waddles.
Oh, I like that.
I like Lord Waddle.
Lulu the Conqueror.
That's hilarious.
Mr. Pizza Puff. And then somebody named their dog Molly from Corporate.
Molly from Corporate. I love that.
Everybody knows
love that. Love that.
All right, here you go. Cat nominees are the following: Balsamic Vin. What the hell? Car Alarm. Itty Bitty Kitty Committee.
Yeah, I like that.
Meownays.
That's cute.
Hold on, I got to get this one. Okay, I got it now. I think this is from Harry Potter. Minerva Meowganagal.
Yeah, how would they say that?
What was the
McGonagall.
character? McGonagall. It was McGonagall.
Meowganal.
Meowganal. What was the first one?
McGonagall.
McGonagall. So it's just Gonagall. It's just Meowganagall. I don't know.
Wow, that one's tough
I
to
can't-
say.
Yeah, it is. And then I don't know if I can say this. Damn it, I can't say it with the word
Where it's
cat.
going.
I don't
is
like where
crazy.
this is going.
No, it's obviously necromania, but with the cat at the end. Necromaniacat.
Necromaniacat. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. There's also Skull Crusher, Steph Purry,
Steph Curry.
Tony Scarface Baloney, and Samsung Family Hub Refrigerator.
Oh, I love that. Now, my girl Ivadel just named her kitten Hot Dog Kitty.
Oh,
so I love these names for cats.
Okay. It's just stupid, I guess. You can vote for your favorite, by the way, of all these pet names at petinsurance.com/wacky pet names.
Oh, I love
But
this.
if you're saying it into your computer or you're texting, you got to say petinsurance.com/wacky pet names.
Wacky pet names. Oh. That's hilarious.
My animal dog, when I was a kid, our dog was named Pockets.
Meowganagal.
Pockets.
He was a rat terrier.
Minerva Meowganagal.
Oh, okay.
Meowganagal.
Got it. Yeah, Minerva McGonagall. Right, that's easy to say. Meowganagal.
Meowganagal.
Now that you say
Oh,
it.
Meowganagal.
Now
Not that you say it that way.
Yeah,
What do you
once
think
you
about
get
that?
it. It's a tough one to get, but once you get it, it works.
Think I'm all nibbly pimbly like a cat.
I always wanted to get a pug or a Frenchie and name it Sandwiches. I just think that's cute.
Yeah.
But also,
And then you would tell people, go get my sandwiches.
go get my sandwiches. I also like the name Eugene. For what really stinks is I said Eugene to Jordan one time, and he's stuck on Eugene now for a Frenchie.
Oh.
So Yeah.
Doggone Eugene.
But if we get a
I can name
kitten,
my snafu dog. That's what I like to do.
since Ellie's named after Ellie from The Last of Us,
Okay.
then when we get a kitten,
Eugene, come to me.
there it is. I'll just have you sing to him all the time. When we get a kitten and we want a boy kitten, we want to name him Joel.
My brother's name is Joel,
Yeah.
but Joel's a good name.
Joel's a good name. I like when people name their animals human names, especially like single people. Like, I got to go home to Mike, and like Mike's just like their lazy pug that just.
See, that's my old run thing. I said is I would go with Stevens because then I could say, oh, it's Cat Stevens. Ah,
That's good. If you had a cat, Jake, what would you name it?
Unexpected bite.
Call her Bite for short.
That's what happens with cats. I don't like it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to gender your cat, but like to me, ever since I was a kid, all cats are girls and all dogs are boys.
There 2 weekends ago, Easter weekend, and she said, "Hey, are you guys home?" And I said, "Yep." She said, "Our cat sitter left and didn't give the cat we're fostering food or water. Would you please go over and feed and give the cat water? She's got 2 kittens down there." And so she's just in this bedroom. I've never been in this house before in my life. So I'm on the phone. We're taking directions. I made Kale go with me. And so we get downstairs, and if you turn right, there's a room, and if you turn left, you go into this room, but there's another room behind it.
Yeah.
And so I open the door, and the cat's just sitting there staring, like just looking right at me. I'm like, fuck. Because all I see is this cat like latching itself onto me.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
No, she was very nice.
was there a food bowl with all the food around the edge and nothing in the middle?
The food bowl had no
That's how
food.
cats
There was
eat.
no food and no water. So we filled the food and we filled the water, and she was hungry, so she ate.
Oh yeah, well she got 2 kittens.
Yeah, and the kitties were like
Oh, they're that young.
walking around the room. Like I'm like, should I pick you up and put you back? Like, do you know where you're at?
Do they have their eyes open?
Yeah.
Oh, then they're fine. They're okay then.
Yeah, but they're just like it was just like super,
Mommy will get them.
Disoriented kittens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mommy will
no,
get
one
them.
of them was like in the big bed, like, hey, what's up? And the other one was like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm on the wall. Ah.
That's a good band name, by the way.
What?
Disoriented kittens.
Disoriented kittens.
Yeah.
What's up with disoriented kittens?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. We are Disoriented Kittens. 7:58 as we get a little bit closer to everybody being at work and getting off the roads. That will be good because traffic right now, SUCKS's, it sucks. Stop and go traffic, I-680 southbound between Pacific and I-80 East. Probably caused by the fact that I-80 East is backing up slightly due to an accident on I-80 westbound at 96th Street. 2 left lanes are blocked. Stop and go traffic all the way back to I-480. That creates problems on JFK northbound because a lot of people are going to I-80 westbound from JFK northbound. That means JFK northbound backing up between Chandler and the blender at I-80, I-480. I-80 eastbound, again, between Q and 84th Street, that area backing up as well due to that accident at 96th on I-80 westbound. And what else can we tell you? How about Dodge eastbound? Not doing great as well, although recovering as we speak between 180th and 156th going east into town. Okay, that's the traffic as of right now. You see something, call it in. Total Traffic Tip Line, they're chipper when they answer. Hello, Total Traffic Tip Line. And then you just tell them what's going on. And they're like, cool, thanks. And then they'll let us know.
Nice.
Their number is 551-CARS, 551-2277. We have got Jakob from the Cam Crew in here. Again, you can get on the cams at youtube.com/897 The River. There's a link on the Facebook page, I believe. But we will greet you there. We'll say hello, and we will tell you all about why Jakob is here next when we return after music from, let's do Fozzy. It's a new one. It's called Spotlight, which is different than Flashlight, which is also a cool track, but we don't play that on this station because we don't play oldies. We play new rock, and it starts right here. It's 89.7 The River.
I'm just a liar and a cheater.
I'm just a crazy.
I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby with a fuzzy bear.
I love dinosaurs.
Waka, waka, waka!
Okay, I have to make a quick phone call to my doctor. Real quick, everybody. BRB.
BRB. We got 2 songs. You got this one and another one.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Because what I've done.
So you watch Bad Batch, I take it?
I did. Oh. It's getting tense.
It's getting very tense.
the whatever the doctor's name is, or the scientist, or whoever the administrator of that facility.
Yeah.
On Tantus, I don't like him at all.
Oh no,
I don't like his voice. I know that's why they do it that way, but it's super irritating. And also, he looks like he has to take a poop constantly.
I like that his character. You don't come across very many characters that can lord over like Tarkin, like he does. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's and what they're trying to do with the whole story is they're putting a big Band-Aid on what the prequels had done to make it make sense to everybody else who doesn't want to watch every little bit in between.
Well, what do you mean? You mean all the prequel stuff?
Well, because the prequels, you know, there's the time gaps and changes, and you know the Emperor just came back for no reason, and they don't know. So if you
Are you talking about the sequel?
Not
the
prequels.
Sequels?
I meant sequels.
Oh,
I meant
yeah,
sequels,
yeah.
not prequels. But the sequels.
Yes.
So they're creating this big Band-Aid to fix the inconsistencies of those movies, by having to go back and do it in these shows, and
Yeah, you're not sure why the First Order is there. And
well,
all that
it's
stuff.
like with Rey being a Palpatine. You know, if they can't not transfer the midichlorians through clones consistently, you know, and Palpatine, just like in the non-canon series, was moving his essence from body to body to body. Not every clone is
with
going to
Joris Kaboth.
Yes.
Yes.
And not every body is going to be able to attain the Force the same as one before. So it makes sense if he had a son. His son, obviously, from what they showed in the Rise of Skywalker, wasn't Force sensitive, but then his daughter was. So it passed the generation, like being bald.
Yes,
in
I
a
just
sense.
read.
Super nerd stuff here, guys.
I just read the book with Skywalker and Calrissian, where they're looking for Calrissian's daughter,
okay,
and they are also trying to help. They're trying to help the Palpatines.
Oh, okay.
Because they're running basically.
Yeah.
They're running from
Fugitives.
Well, who was the guy? What was the guy's ship? The guy's ship that they found in Rise of Skywalker.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of who it was.
He says has a really stupid name.
Gosh, I can't remember who it was.
Abandoned ship in Star Wars sequels.
Come on, Google.
Not the Ghost.
Nope.
Lando Calrissian. There we go. Not the Lady Luck. What's it called? Sith Holocron.
Oh, let's see here.
Star Wars sequels.
They went to Kimiji.
Location.
The Bastoon Legacy? No.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Somebody, the guy of Bastoon.
Yeah.
So basically, that guy was being channeled by Palpatine. I can't remember his name. Ochi of Bastoon. That was his name.
Yes.
So anyway, the whole thing was Ochi of Bastoon was chasing the Palpatines down to try to get to Rey.
Yep.
And it turns out that it's the story of how she was abandoned in Jakku.
Yes.
So anyway, and why they left her there. So that's the story.
I like
It's
it.
called something of the Sith. It's called Shadow of the Sith.
Shadow of the Sith.
It's the full story of Rey's parents in Shadow of the Sith. Tells the story of Dathan and Miramir, Rey's parents, who had to try to hide on Jakku. Unfortunately, they were tracked down. They escaped briefly, and then they didn't know what to do. So anyway, they end up going back there and basically making a deal with Unkar Plot to keep her there. And so he was like her guardian.
Yeah.
And then they didn't make it much further, so they didn't make it much further to come get her. So she was just basically his slave. She was working in servitude.
And then she started etching the days inside the hull of an attic.
Yes. So she was there for quite some time, obviously.
A little bit.
Eliss, 2 minutes. His mission is connecting minority groups to the world of whiskey. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Hey, look, I know that you're not the typical whiskey drinker, but let's get you connected to the world of whiskey.
I like a good bourbon.
I mean, I guess I sort of understand, like, opening people's eyes to other things, but I don't think it's a great thing. All right, you're back. I'm going to go grab a glass of ice.
Sorry.
I'm going to grab a cup of ice. I'll be right back. This is Jacob, by the way. Eliss Jacob.
Jacob, nice to meet
Hey,
you.
nice to
How
meet
are
you. I heard you were in a band.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Can you tell me the tale?
We're currently telling it
So
on
you're
all
not
streaming
You're not
platforms.
finished telling the tale.
There's much more to tell.
So it's untold but not told.
Yeah, it's a tale that.
Is that right?
Well, yeah, and it's not a tale, but it's like
The
tale that's currently trying to be told.
Thine tale untold.
Thine tale, currently being
Yeah,
told.
make it King James, right?
Thine tale be told. Whoa, there we go.
Album name.
Thine tale be. Oh gosh, people would be like typical metal band, and then I'd be like, you're right. This makes me want to punch myself in the face. My goodness.
Did I send you that band Alvarez
Yes.
from Germany?
Yes.
Brand new band.
I really like it.
That is good stuff.
I really like
You need to
it.
get that on your staff spotlight.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that because it is difficult for me to find new bands. Again, because I'm just not listening a lot. So
You know, TikTok. It's one thing I like about TikTok is that when you start liking a band, they just start throwing random ones at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and of course, Orion reacts. You know, you can get through his stuff.
yeah, he's really
Yeah.
bringing people out.
89.7 The River, music from Lincoln Park. It is here on 89.7 The River as we get you through your mornings each and every day here on the Morning Fiasco. Jake and Eliss. And today we're joined by a guy that we've known for quite some time. Let's hear it for Jakob. Jakob in the studio. Jakob,
AKA Jacob.
a.k.a. Jacob. Yeah, I mean, you can pronounce it the real way or you can pronounce it the fun way. It's up to you.
I like the fun way.
I'm not picky on my name pronunciation. Just don't call me late for dinner. Oh.
All right, a guy that's got cheesier jokes than I do here in the studio today. You're not just passing by. You're not just stopping in, as some people do for some time. You got a reason to be here today, which is why Sophie hasn't lit up the hotline yet and said, "Why are they there?" That she doesn't usually do that. But what you are here for, it is now the whole month is autism awareness, or not autism, excuse me, Parkinson's awareness month.
It is also autism awareness month.
Okay, which is why I tricked into that. But it is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and today is World Parkinson's Awareness Day.
Yes. that is
Okay,
correct.
so for those people that may not know, Parkinson's is what? It obviously comes with shaky hands, right? That's the thing that everybody knows. But what does Parkinson's do if you're diagnosed with Parkinson's?
You know, like you said, when people hear that, one, they think of their elderly grandparent, and they think of tremoring, which are the two most common analogies you see with people. But it goes much deeper than just seeing the physical attributes of what it can do for your body, the cognitive and mental wear that it can have on you, because your brain stops producing dopamine naturally, and we use dopamine to do everything, to talk, to move. All of our involuntary movements have to do with that, and when your brain isn't producing that well enough, then you start slowing down, and things just change, sometimes slowly and sometimes rapidly for people, you know. And that's for myself, that was the big thing I noticed. I started getting tics and tremors, and then cognitive things started happening, and you know.
Well, how long have you lived with Parkinson's?
I've been diagnosed for 5 years.
Okay.
But it was probably 5 years prior to the diagnosis that I started noticing. I had like a toe tap. Just, you know, you think about those things like it's just a pinched nerve, or you're
Now, when you say you had a toe tap, what was going on? You would just like involuntarily.
It was just involuntary. My toe would be like tapping, and
Right.
I just wouldn't think of it, or my nose twitched a lot, And it just you just see people and you think about yourself.
And you're kind of a nerd. I mean, you didn't think that was like from watching too much Bewitched as a kid?
I was trying to use the Force and it just wanted to be in my toe.
So you'd encountered these things and you just thought they were just part of you, right? Part of Jacob.
Yeah.
And so what led you to what led to being, going to get checked out and led to the diagnosis?
My tremor and so the right side of my body that's affected right now. I had a tremor in my my index and middle finger, and I went to my doctor. He did a couple tests. He's like, well, I'm going to have you see a neurologist. Neurologist goes, oh, it's just an essential tremor, which is a condition. People do just have a tremor in their body. Mm-hmm. And that probably went on for a couple years, and then I started noticing the cognitive impairment. So I went back to my doctor again. He did some more tests, and I said, well, I want to see somebody different. I want to see someone who's professional. Give me a referral or send me somewhere.
Right.
And that's when I was sent to the Nebraska Medical Center. Mm-hmm. And their neurological department is top notch in the country. They do a lot of leading research. Their doctors are great. And then it took about 6 months more of testing between my neurologist and then a MDS or a movement disorder specialist, which is the two types of doctors you should consult. And sometimes you can get my doctor does both. She is a neurologist and MDS, and then they do several
tell me
tests.
what MDS stands for.
Movement disorder specialist.
Okay.
And me being so young, I had to do a lot of testing to kind of put aside it's not this disease, it's not this condition, it's not this condition.
Because there's a lot of things that it could be with those types of things.
It mimics it. There's a lot of things that mimic Parkinson's. They call it Parkinsonisms. So you can have things that are similar to it, but may not be exactly that disease. So there's a lot of things that have to be done to encounter diagnosis.
So physically, it was the toe tap, it was the fingers, it was what cognitively was affecting you?
Thinking, just my normal focus was off. Sleep habits started to change. Now it's more hearing and I don't know. It's day by day it changes.
Sure. So it's a different. You just don't know how you're going to wake up from day to day. Is that
no,
it?
I can never plan a day.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we are glad to have you, and we are glad that you are a fan of 89.7 The River.
Yeah.
We are doing in June what's called Moving Day.
Yes.
And I know that we've been working on getting that promotion going as far as the on-air sound that you'll hear about promoting it and joining the Rivers team or starting your own team.
Yep.
But tell us a little bit about Moving Day coming on June the 9th at Warner Park.
So Moving Day started, I want to say it was in 2019 was the first day it started. It was the first year it started in Omaha, but it's been going on for 7 or so years, and my information definitely could be wrong about this, but it's been here for.
Well, you've got it. Doesn't mean you're an expert, right?
Right.
I mean, you're learning. I'm assuming that you continue to learn as the days go by about what you are dealing with and all the resources that are out there.
Is what's said in the Parkinson's community and by the doctors is that the patients are the best advocates for the disease because we live with it. The doctors are relying on us to tell them what's going wrong with our bodies so that they can learn to be able to help us cope, and therapies or medications or whatever might be available to help from there. So
it sounds like it's a fairly new researched disease. Like they don't know too much.
Well, I mean,
It was always just kind of an old person's disease.
it was
wasn't
always
before?
assumed. It's always been assumed as an old person's disease, but the best example, everybody thinks of Michael J. Fox. He was diagnosed at 29 years old. I think it was 1991. He's got a documentary out about that, I think, on Apple TV. Not to plug in anything, but
have you? I mean, you've watched it, obviously.
I have.
I've watched it. It's like at the peak of his fame is when he was affected during the filming, I think, of the Back to the Future movies.
Yes.
And,
wow!
And there was things that were happening there where he noticed it, and other people noticed it. And I think there was one scene where he fell down in the filming of one scene, and it wasn't intentional. It was because he had just lost the ability in his legs at that point, and they helped him up. And I think they kept the cut in the movie.
They might have.
And because it just it looked like it belonged in the movie, so they left it. But that was, again, early signs where he was recognized it. We've got Jacob Johnson here in the studio with us. We're talking about Parkinson's awareness here on World Parkinson's Awareness Day. So you talked about Michael J. Fox. He's got a foundation,
Yes.
right, that goes to Parkinson's research and funding.
Yes.
I've got it pulled up here. Do you know the web address? It's just michaeljfox.org.
I believe so.
Yeah, so simple
Super
there.
Simple.
You can also learn more on the Parkinson's Foundation at parkinson.org. No S in there. Parkinson.org. So there's so many resources that are available. What are some that you've encountered recently or more recently that you've come across that have really helped you?
Well, what's daunting, especially when you're younger, like because I was diagnosed at 32, that you get the diagnosis, and I think with any disease, you're just really in shock. And I was handed a pamphlet that said, "Here you go, here's information." And I'm scanning through the pamphlet, and it's a retirement home and senior living,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, geez, I'm in my 30s.
And
How am I gonna?
while you're a fan of bingo, that's not where you wanted to be at that time.
No, it wasn't. And it wasn't. It's not that they couldn't relate, but they can't relate with my lifestyle because they're so much older and they're not working anymore. You know, I have a family and a job that most of us encounter when we are younger and diagnosed. And I started looking into social media through Facebook, which was okay, but let's face it, Facebook is aging.
Yes.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
And then
And it does, believe it or not, contain some disinformation as well.
It does, and as of lately, within the last year, TikTok has really been an advocate of people with young onset Parkinson's getting in there and finding a community, being able to voice our the different things that we deal with. Now that they all not be the same, but we can relate, we can talk, and we can find comfort in knowing, hey, yeah, you were just diagnosed, but your life isn't over. You still can do things, if you put your mind to it.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to Walking Day, or Moving Day, excuse me. It's a walk out at Warner Park on Sunday, June 9th.
Yes.
And where's that sign up going to be available at? I haven't said the information enough to have it in the back of my head.
I believe there's going to be a link on your River page.
Okay.
That'll be coming up. Otherwise, you can go to movingday.org or .com, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Movingdaywalk.org. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Moving Day, a movement for change. It is Parkinson's Moving Day. And of course, Warner Park and the Omaha Storm Chasers and the Union Omaha,
Yep.
Marty Cordero, everybody that out there always, they've done so much out there. It's not just baseball and soccer that's out
Right.
there. They do all sorts of events, including this one. And this one will be on June 9th. We hope that you join not only Jacob and the River Crew, but it's some loved ones that maybe that are affected.
Yeah,
So,
everybody's got somebody they know
Yeah.
that has it. So
okay. Well, again, thanks for coming by. We're not kicking you out. You're going to stay here for the whole hour. So
Yes.
I believe we've got a quiz being worked on by Eliss. Who knows what she's
It's
going to...
ready.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
she's
be
clearly
pumped.
ready to try to stump us, Jakob, and we'll see. We'll get some music on as well, including this one from 21 Pilots. We talked about their world tour going on. Maybe it will include an Omaha stop, not on the first leg, though. This is an older one from them. It's off of the Blurry Face release. It's called Ride, and it's on 89.7 The River. Good morning. What else you want to talk about? There's got to be more.
Oh gosh, I mean,
What did we not hit?
we could talk about that out of the million or so people that are diagnosed every year, that 10% of that is under the age of 50.
Okay.
Wow.
So there's a big.
Okay, so we'll just go back to the it's not an old person's
It's not
disease.
just an old person's disease. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really surprising statistic. That it's,
Well, what's really surprising is there's 1 million people a year.
yeah, it's one of the fastest. I believe one of the fastest growing neurological diseases out there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there any? Are they trying? Is there a correlation to something? Is there?
Environment. Some people have been saying diets.
It's basically Biden.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't start happening until Obama got.
And it's we could bring up, but it's not all genetic either.
It's not all what?
It's not genetic.
Right.
Not everybody's is genetic. Mine's not genetic. I'm the only one in my family that's had it.
It's crazy.
And we don't know. We have no idea why. And it's not curable. The medications that they have for it treat just the movement side of it. There's nothing for the cognitive part other than doing therapies
Right.
So-
and psychology
what,
and stuff like that.
What happens to people that have severe severe cases later. You talk about
You're talking like stage 3, stage 4
like
Parkinson's.
yeah, when like what cognitively is affected? Like you can't. What goes into that?
So for me, like even now, I can't focus on doing two things at once. If I'm trying to talk normally, my body is not functioning. Like it wants to go everywhere. If I want to stop moving, then I don't
Then you
talk
have
as
to
much.
focus on that.
Right, I become more like a stone. Like there's this Parkinson's masking that.
Like if
that
you're
happens.
sitting at your desk, okay, and you're typing and getting your work done.
I probably look pissed off.
Why?
Because I'm not. I'm focusing on this and another part of my
But
body.
is that creating? Does that create movement in your body when you're trying to do that?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It just depends on how stress has a huge factor.
Yeah.
You know, stress is huge.
Well, that makes
factor.
sense because if it's
there's
a
not much stress in this world.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I spent the last 2 days in a hotel in Des Moines, and my body is
because Karen kicked you out.
yeah. I had to travel 2 hours to stay somewhere else. No. But sleeping in a different place, it's really thrown me off. Like I feel very out of sorts, but it's just how it is. Like my foot has not stopped the whole time I've been in here.
Have you
Yeah,
ever thought
cuz.
about like sewing, and that way you can focus on there while your foot just works the pedal? I'm just kidding.
Well, no, you bring up valid because some of the things that they do is they'll have you when you go in to do their appointments, they have you move your non-affected side a certain way, and then they want to have you go in and do the other one. And if you're moving this hand, it should slow down the movement of this hand, and
Right.
That's just part of testing that they do. And
So are they almost trying to trick?
it is like a trick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is it like patting your head and rubbing your belly at the same time? Like, is it
it's
you
like
got
yeah,
you
kind
got to
of.
train your brain almost? And
You can try to. It's about you want to try and retrain your brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always work that way. It's unfortunate. And on top of the Parkinson's, I also have a functional neurological disorder. So that's a whole nother.
that's something else,
That's something else.
bro.
sheesh.
That's like your computers, have the cover over your computer and all the wirings inside,
Yeah.
and the outside looks nice and pretty. Like your head looks nice and pretty,
Just like
but all
you.
the wiring inside of your brain is
Just like you.
yeah.
I mean, that's why we have the cams for people like us, so people can see how pretty we are.
And the problem is with that is it likes to mimic the Parkinson's. What's the word? Your symptoms.
Okay.
It mimics the symptoms a lot. So my left side's really not it's not affected with Parkinson's on the movement side. My right side's primarily affected, but every once in a while, my left side goes, you know what? I want a piece of that too.
Jeez.
So it's
Yeah.
almost. I mean, it's stroke obviously affects people differently
Yeah,
but it's almost like that where the stroke has kind of, you have no control over that side of your body.
right.
And for stroke victims, it's often they can't move it at all.
Yeah.
Parkinson's is like, hey, let's move this more.
Yeah, but they can also affect it that way. There's things. You can get dyskinesias. You can get
What is a dyskinesia?
dyskinesia. I like to say dyskinesia is like being like Michael J. Fox, where he's always like moving and can't sit still.
Yeah.
I get dyskinesias more towards the end of the day when my medication
Right,
is
and when
wearing
your
off
body's
isn't staying
when your
on.
body's tired as well, I would imagine that affects it.
Yes. And then there's dystonia, where it's like you're like super tight and can't move, and it's really, really, really slow movements.
So all these different things, is it all neurological, or is it a mix of neurological and like the nervous system?
It's neurological.
It's all neurological.
neurological.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
that's
up, the river?
tough.
Yeah.
So when did like
Brian, what's up,
research really start for this? Because I feel like it is relatively new.
Well, the medication that I take has been around since the 50s. And they've been
Okay.
treating Parkinson's with
Yeah.
carbidopa, levodopa since the 50s.
Right.
So there hasn't been a real big change in that. Now
Right.
they have other medications that can help treat
Yeah, we can-
symptoms in certain ways.
I don't know. We
but,
we can talk about that.
Research has probably been around for 30 plus
All right.
years, and I think Michael Fox and
All
the
right,
Fox
cool, brother. See ya.
Foundation really
Bye.
took that,
Hammer that
and
home.
ran with that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Man.
Because I think their slogan is they won't stop until it's cured.
Yeah. 5
the-
seconds.
89.7 The River, the Metro's concert station. It's Blue October with everything we lost in the fire. We got a pair of tickets to give away to that concert, which is coming up August 21st at Pinewood Bowl Theater in Pioneers Park in Lincoln. So stick around for that. We'll offer you the opportunity to score those tickets, but not quite yet. We've got Jacob in studio. Jacob Johnson, of course, a River listener. He's been part of the cam crew since the beginning, right? You're one of the OGs with everybody else.
Yeah.
As we continue on with this discussion on World Parkinson's Awareness Day, let's talk about the fact that Brian just called in from the cam crew, and he's
Brian.
Brian just, he said, hey, soldiers used to come back from the war and they would have what's known as shell shock and obviously PTSD.
Yeah.
How long has Parkinson's been known as Parkinson's? Do you know that? Do you know that?
It's in the mid 1800s, I think.
Okay.
Because it was a Dr. Parkin. That's what it came from. I'm not an expert on knowing all that.
Well,
history,
it is.
but
Yeah, I see this now, an 1880s illustration of Parkinson's disease as I Googled it real quick.
Shaky palsy, I think it was called before that.
Shaky palsy?
palsy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
James Parkinson is the man that discovered it. English doctor who first published the detailed description in an essay on the shaking palsy. Yep, that's what he called it back in 1817.
Yeah.
Okay, so Parkinson's, some people associate it with being an older person's disease. Obviously, when Michael J. Fox came down, I think when Michael J. Fox announced that he had it as a young person, that was the first time I had really heard that term.
And he had it for probably a good decade before he had hidden it.
Yeah, and he had. I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew what it was when he started. Probably similar to you. We're like,
Right.
what's going on with my body?
Yeah.
But when Michael J. Fox came around, it makes it so you can't do what you love to do, and he obviously was an actor in the prime. I mean, he was Doc Hollywood. He was in Back to the Future. He was all over. He was in Family Ties
Spin City.
Spin City. Exactly. I forgot about Spin City. But the guy was doing everything, and all of a sudden he just vanished.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, so what is this? Well, it's World Parkinson's Awareness Day. You can learn more about the resources and how to donate at michaeljfox.org. You can also go to the Parkinson's website, which is Parkinson's. Where did it go? Parkinsonsresources.org. You can go to the national one. Where did it go? Why did it just disappear? Anyway, michaeljfox.org. That will send you resources. Maybe if you're experiencing something where you're like, I'm not sure what this is, don't wait. Go get it checked out.
Yeah,
right?
it
Because
doesn't hurt.
Because you don't know where it's going to take you, and obviously you didn't know where it was going to take you when you went to the doctor, and it took a couple times for you and kind of you pushing, like, hey, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, it was what's happening, and then the doctor going, well, let's make sure it's not all these other things before we give you the big hard hitting news.
Yeah, because I would guess some of that, you said Parkinsonisms.
Yes.
I would guess MS is in that category.
Yep.
Things like that where you're just like, why am I clumsy right now? I'm not a clumsy person. What's affecting me?
Right.
And turns out for some people that it turns out to be Parkinson's. You said 1 million people a year are diagnosed with Parkinson's?
Yeah, I believe that's the number. It's around a million a year, and then 10% of those million are under the age of 50.
Okay.
So they diagnose it as young onset Parkinson's disease, and the only difference is it's just you're younger.
Yeah.
Your lifestyle may be a little bit different than someone who's in the retirement age or older. So
okay. Well, we appreciate you. I know that you had reached out to Sophia, and that's where this all started about Moving Day coming forward, and we're glad to be able to partner with that. We always like to get behind something that needs awareness here because we told everybody last week, right? We are raising money when we do our phone-a-thons so that we can continue to spread the word about things that need the word spread on, like mental health and like this cause, which people still, even though it's been around a while, people don't know about how and what it affects.
Yeah.
So it's good that we're doing this because I think Moving Day will be an eye-opening experience for a lot of people, and it'll be good to meet some of those people that are silent River listeners. We'll just say that.
Silent.
Okay? I mean, we all know, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you listen to a radio station and you don't make the phone call, you don't get involved in the events. You just listen because you like the music and you like what they do.
Yeah.
There's some more vocal people like you that we know that you're out there because you're like, hey, you guys mean a lot to me, and I appreciate what you do. So it'll be good to see some new faces out there and be able to see what the awareness that we're helping to push is going to. So.
Yeah, make people feel a little bit more comfortable
for sure
coming out and talking about it.
For sure.
Know.
What when you were first diagnosed, what was obviously there's lots of questions and lots of concerns. What was your biggest thing when it came to telling people?
Oh,
because this was obviously new for you, and I'm sure it was new for your wife, and you guys were trying to figure out how to battle that. How did you go about learning to adapt?
It just for me, it's just trying to keep positive. You know, you don't want to think about it being like, man, my life is over. Because I think in any disease, it's your first thought is, I can't do anything anymore. No, you definitely can do it. And I didn't have a problem telling people about it.
But I would imagine that a lot of people, when you told them, they were like, okay, cool, what's that? Like,
well, they did, or they were like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You know,
you
there were a
don't.
lot of doubt. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, you don't have it. You know, there's a cure for it. All these questions, and people always have something to say about something they don't know a lot about either.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it was I would tell people, but I wouldn't be like holding a big banner.
Right.
Like, hey, look at me. You know, if you were like, hey, are you okay? I see you're shaking. Oh no, I'm fine. This is what I have going on. And then usually they're like, oh, and then they don't know what to say, which is fine. You don't have to say anything.
Right.
You know, but
Well, you keep such a good sense of humor about it too.
I mean, let's be honest. A lot of them are bad jokes.
Their jokes is like, I can't repeat that.
Yeah,
But like, I think that your attitude is just, it's wonderful. Like, I think, you stay positive, and I'm sure there are hard days, but
there are.
Yeah, you're always just such a bright light out there. So
yeah, it's finding the positive in the bad days. You know, every morning, and then you don't have to have Parkinson's. Everybody has mental days where they're just really struggling. You know, it's every morning and you wake up and my arm's stuck like this, and I have to move, or I'm having trouble walking up the steps, and it's like keep going, keep going, keep going, and then eventually things start moving better.
Well, I don't know if you caught it or not, but on the Rock Report today, there was a story about Glenn Tipton of Judas Priest, who said he was retiring from the band back in like 6 years ago in 2018. He was leaving the band because he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and basically the band wouldn't let him quit. They're like, no, you're still in this band. We're gonna get through it.
Yeah.
And he has he said he's got a no surrender attitude, and he's been able to stay with the band, performed on their new album.
You have to.
Yeah. So he's done some things, and that's the attitude to have. Like, never give
moving.
up.
Keep moving. And the doctors will tell you, always keep moving.
Right.
Because the less you're doing, the less active you are, the more it's going to slow down.
Yeah.
So always keep doing something. Keep your brain focused. Walk, exercise is a huge thing. It won't, like I said, there's no cure for the disease, but you can slow the progression down by changing your lifestyle.
Okay.
And getting a little bit more longevity out of your life.
Well, we're happy to be part of Moving Day with you and the rest of the folks that are suffering from Parkinson's, and those that are in their families and helping to support the cause as well. So thanks for coming by today.
Yeah,
thank you. World Parkinson's Awareness Day. And of course, the river is going to be part of Moving Day 2024. Again, it's scheduled for Sunday, June 9th out at Warner Park in Papillion in Sarpy County. And we hope to see a lot of you out there. You will be able to join our team or form a team of their own. And of course, all those funds will go to Parkinson's research for not only to find more answers for the things that happen, but possibly in the future a cure. And that's the goal. In every disease, the goal is how can we cure this, and how can we make sure that those that suffer with it can have their pains eased, and how can we make sure that nobody else has to go through it? It's 8:34. It's the Morning Fiasco with Jake and Eliss. We'll come back with a check of traffic and music from the Black Keys. Don't go nowhere. It's 897 The River.
Christopher on the cam said I feel like see if you can relate to this, Jakob. He goes, think of it like Static on the Line. Our brain knows what to tell our body to do, but the message gets scrambled.
Yep.
That's it.
Chris. So I met Chris on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah. So he likes to do a live TikTok in the mornings, and just to spread awareness, and people in the Parkinson's community will jump on, and we'll have a chit chat.
Wow.
Just to talk about our day, be like, hey, I'm dealing with this, and we'd be like, oh yeah, I'm dealing with that too. So we're finding commonality and being able to talk about our issues, and you feel better.
Yeah.
You do feel better because
you're not alone.
Because you're not alone.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the worst part about anything that you're going through anywhere. Anything.
And that was the thing when, like I said, when I was telling you, like, when I was handed that pamphlet, I felt like there's nothing for me.
Right, because they gave you a freaking
They
pamphlet.
gave me
They're
a
like,
pamphlet.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
See ya.
I was so pissed.
A pamphlet for an 80-year-old.
I was pissed when I got that. I'm reading through this. I'm like, this is like, throw the papers in the air, you know. And then Facebook I was usually looking for groups, support groups, and they were out there. The thing is with the Facebook groups, and I'm not blaming anybody or saying it was wrong, but we get tired, and when you're trying to run a group of support and you also have the condition, eventually you're going to tire out from doing that, and you're focusing too much on not necessarily the wrong thing, but maybe not what's right for you. And I think that's what ended up happening with some of these groups. So it just kind of went to the wayside where, you know, with TikTok, it's just as you need it, you need it. You know, there's nothing that's really hard pressed that has to be done. And
For sure.
you know, there was a gentleman. I don't know if he's watching, listening. He can go back. His TikTok is a Kilted Dad, and he jumped on. He was diagnosed within this last 6 months with young onsets, and he made this post. He's like, I feel like my life's over. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And he was flooded with comments and people living with Parkinson's being like, no, you're not. Stop. Breathe. Everything's just fine.
Well, I'm
Everything
sure
is
it's
just fine.
terrifying, and the fear of the unknown.
It is, but having the people being like, whoa, stop, slow down.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I know the doctors aren't telling you that, but you really are. There are things that can be done, you know, and Parkinson's affects everybody different. When you've met one person with Parkinson's, you've met one person with Parkinson's, because the next person you meet will have similarities, but not exact mirroring
Of that.
symptoms.
Yeah.
Everybody's symptoms are just slightly different everywhere that you go. And then some people will keep medication. Some people will have DBS surgery, which is deep brain stimulation, where they put electrodes in your brain that help control the functionality, and that helps people slow down with their movements. So
Wow.
Looking at the early morning traffic as your drive continues this AM 8:38 on the Fiasco, as Jake and Eliss have been joined this morning by Jakob Janssen. Jakob Janssen. It's Double J. I think that's your radio name, by the way. If you're going to do radio, you need to be Double J.
Double J.
We've all worked with a Double J before in our radio careers. Maybe Eliss hasn't, because hers is still early in it. But we've all. My name's Jeff Jones. I go with Double J. Jakob Janssen. Accident left lane blocked. I-80 westbound 96th Street. That's stop and go traffic from 42nd Street as the drive to work eases for many. That will ease the traffic slightly. I-80 eastbound between I-680 and 84th Street, where that accident is. Still some looky-loos there, causing some slowdowns. And I-680 southbound between Pacific and Center is slow and go as well. See traffic issues as you drive to work or wherever you're driving to today, call them in. Total Traffic Tip Line open all day long, 402-551-CARS, 551-2277. Jake and Eliss joined by Jakob this morning for World Parkinson's Awareness Day, and we couldn't be happier to have you in talking about this. And again, the river gearing up and getting ready for a event on Sunday, June 9th at Warner Park called Parkinson's Moving Day, and it is a walk to get everybody together and help to raise some funds to go toward awareness and to help find a cure for Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, it's be a lot of fun. You know, I joined up on the team as one of your captains. So
look at
Yay,
you!
awesome.
You know,
we're gonna go with. I've been watching a lot of Sopranos, so you're a capo. Okay? You're a capo.
I had a team in the past.
But now you're part of a new family.
I had the Treminators the last time.
The
Treminators. Bro.
Again, you had some comments on your donations during Phonathon, and I was like, I can't read that. Can't read that. Anyway, but we appreciate having you on. We're going to do birthdays coming up here in a few, so if you've got some last minute people that you want to get in, you can email us morningfiasco@897theriver.com. You can message us on Facebook as well, or you can call 712-328-8970. Jakob, when is your birthday?
In July.
Oh, okay, it's not till July. Okay. Well, we'll wait then. We won't wish you a happy birthday today. I did bring you a cake, though.
Oh,
But, yeah.
Well, who doesn't like cake?
I had to make frosting boobs because I know that even though you've seen one pair, you've seen them all. I know that that's kind of what you like.
I shouldn't comment.
No, I mean every morning you and I both look in the mirror like, look at those. We put our mangier on and
my gosh.
we get moving because that's what you have to do. Music,
Ridiculous.
absolutely, we're ridiculous, and we're happy to be part of that too.
The bro. It's called the bro.
The bro.
The bro.
Hey,
It's the bra for men.
Hey, I think I'm gonna call it the bro. What was that from Seinfeld?
Yeah, the man was the
Seinfeld,
man's
yeah.
ear and the bro.
Beautiful people. That's who we are. Also, this song from the Black Keys. It's new. It's on the river. Ridiculous, that Eliss says.
Ridic.
We're not going to monetize this.
Like
Fair enough.
What do you call a cow with Parkinson's?
A
What?
mover.
Milkshake.
Oh my gosh. Was that your joke that you put on there?
No, mine
joke did
was
you put on there last
the
week?
the joke was what was that joke? I can't remember. It had to do with Parkinson's and cannibalism.
Because they go hand in hand.
What does a cannibal call a person with Parkinson's? A shake and bake?
That's the one. I saw that one. I was like, Jacob.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the Michael J. Fox shirt that I've seen?
I don't know.
Something. What do Michael J. Fox and something have in common? Have you not seen that one?
I haven't. You see, he was on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No,
Michael J.
I don't
Fox
watch
was.
that show.
I don't either. But there was a skit where he's on there and he hands a root beer to the main character and he opens it up and it like explodes and he goes, "Oh, what the hell?" And he goes, "Parkinson's."
Again, keeping a good humor about it. That's I think that's the hardest and
Gosh,
the
I
most
think,
important.
I think I'd sink into an absolute deep ocean of depression
Yeah.
if we
Well,
didn't.
I mean, you got to have humor, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. I actually met Michael J. Fox once. I went to shake his hand, but he beat me to it.
Okay. Ridiculous. Oh. Huh.
That leads to some other jokes here. Why can't Helen Keller drive?
Oh no.
Because she's a woman.
Yep.
Even better that you knew the punchline. This guy says, explain it to me like I'm 5. No, if you don't get the joke, then it's not a joke for you. So,
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh man.
damn it, what? You know why Michael J. Fox makes the best milkshakes? Because he's rich and he can afford really good ingredients.
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know what you thought it was.
Yeah. I was a little shooken up by that joke.
What a bump.
There are times where my wife will be talking to me and I'm like, yep, and she goes, "Are you actually agreeing with me or are you telling me no?" Because my head will be like moving. The answer is no, but I'm saying yes.
Man.
Yeah. I think it took my coworkers took them off guard. They were like, why are you saying no? And I'm like, I'm not. Like I don't even realize that it's like happening.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, "Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Like, where you keep saying no.
Oh, and you're like, and-
I can't. You mean I can't help that?
yeah. It's really the best opportunity to make someone just feel like crap for like a second, just
Yeah.
for their entertainment. Like, this isn't funny.
Yeah, they're really good. The office I work in with the guys they're really good about it. So
That's awesome.
they're super understanding, which is unfortunately something that is difficult for people with I think any disease that's affects your body. Having an employer that's understanding is
Absolutely.
tough you
Yeah.
know, and Millard does a really good job at that. So
What do you do at Millard Lumber?
I buy windows.
Oh,
I buy
okay.
windows for him. That's where I was out at Windsor, not to promote.
That's okay. We're just on the internet. You
I
can
know,
promote whatever you
we're just all
want.
on the internet, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was out there learning about windows and doors
Oh,
more.
fun.
So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Double pains.
I sit and spend money that's not mine.
That's even better.
You know.
Even better.
I got to pay $500, over $500 to have my seat fixed in my truck yesterday.
Did you need me? If you need me to
Yikes.
hit the button that says pay and submit, I can do
No,
that.
I'm gonna need to be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to order it in time, and that
Oh.
I'll have to have him freaking estimate it again because I was like, oh, I thought it was gonna be under warranty. They're like, no, that expired at 36,000 miles. I'm like, well, I got fucked on that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
And you're at 36,100.
No, I'm at 52.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But why did my chair break? That's some bullshit.
That is kind of some bull hunky.
My car's been out of warranty for 25 years.
25 years.
I'm looking for that joke. I'm looking for that joke about Parkinson's and Michael J. Fox.
Oh.
But I can't. You should just be able to type it in. It should come up with jokes, right?
Just funny Parkinson's jokes, you know.
We should probably get rid of that Kings of Leon garbage song, huh?
Hey, no. No, I play your garbage songs. You're listening to my garbage songs.
You actually like that song?
Yes.
Wow.
I told you this. Don't yuck on my yum.
How come your song isn't streaming yet?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, can I get a 4 and play nothing but A Tale Untold?
That's the crappy band.
Oh,
The Tale
this was it.
Untold.
Michael J. Fox, great at making martinis, terrible at stealing tambourines.
Yeah.
Because it makes noise.
Yeah. When you
You can't
shake
hold
them.
it still.
'Cause it's
That's
funny.
why.
Yeah.
You have to explain things to her sometimes.
Why am I getting attacked here?
You're not getting attacked. I'm doing a smile on my face. It's all good. Hey, Bully, will you please? Do you have birthdays ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I got everything ready.
Okay, we're gonna do them both in one fell swoop.
You got it. First, we got to get through this song.
Tomorrow, don't make any plans. We can go to Sylvan Park and kick over trash cans.
I just don't get it. But I'm glad you do. That's why we have different strokes for different folks.
That's right. Absolutely. You can't like everything,
Yeah.
and you don't like this.
New band
Yeah.
out of Texas. They don't even have an album out yet called Gore.
Gore.
Female fronted band.
Gore?
Gore.
Oh, the
Where
FFB.
Where are they from?
I think Austin.
The FAB.
The lead singer was like a NASA engineer. I decided to just
That's
go
funny
into
because
metal.
she
Good
was
for
also
her.
a NASA engineer.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy. It was the weirdest time of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that schooling. Actually, that's still accurate. All that
Who
schooling,
wants
and
to
here I
have a
am.
full career and money?
Not me. I want to be a musician, and I want to get underpaid substantially.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I'm only happy when it's kind.
So what happened to Bonita?
40. Okay, the interstate right before the 42nd Street exit. The potholes are so aggressive that we think.
They're so aggressive. They have cheerleaders on the sideline.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Beat. Aggressive.
Are they
Yeah.
verbally abusing your vehicle as they drove by?
Yeah, like, hey.
So like that section of road, so many potholes, and she's so big and she's old. She went dead, and then once it was like tipped, like but from the amazing people at Aero Towing.
Were you running low on gas?
No. So
'Cause
that's
know
what
how-
I
I know
thought.
how women don't get gas.
Oh.
I have a whole. So my gas. Here's the hard part.
Does it take diesel or gas?
It's gas.
Okay.
Now I'm like, wait, what? No, it would have blown up by now if I was continuously putting gas into it. It was diesel. But no, so that's what I was like, oh, that'd be amazing if that was the issue, because the gas gauge is broke. And like,
Oh, okay.
you know, so, and the other hard part is it's so old that these new modern ones, you have to kind of hold it there until it clicks off. And so you just don't really it's very inaccurate. So I was
Yeah.
like, maybe that's the problem. And no, it's not. That's not the problem. Even the tow guy's like, maybe it's just something like that. Like, that's the problem. No, then I started it up and white smoke's coming out of the tailpipe.
So you have coolant in your engine
So
that's leaking somewhere.
yeah. So we're hoping it's just a little head gasket and we can fix it.
Could be.
Or the engine is
The engine shot.
the block is cracked and I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Yeah, it sink like the Titanic, huh?
Yeah, so she's going to have her forever home at the farm, and I'm just going to make her into my 36 Apparel headquarters
Well, there you go.
office, and then my sisters and I are going to start recording our podcast out of there.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be we've only done one episode, Three Sisters podcast. It's not out yet, but we're working on it, and it's just us telling spooky stories.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
89.7 The River, music from Kings of Leon. Can we please have fun? That new album due out in May. That's what we like to do here on this program. We love to have some fun. So hopefully you have had some fun too. We've had Jakob in all morning. Jakob Jansson. Are you Swedish?
Actually, one part of my family is Swedish.
Wow.
Jakob Johansson.
So they would actually say that instead of Jacob Johnson.
The Janssen part. The other part of my family is Native American and German.
Okay.
Wow. All right. You're just a melting pot.
I am a melting pot. I can drink, but then I shouldn't.
Okay, let's get birthdays today. If you are celebrating your birthday on today, April the 11th, 2024, happy friggin' birthday to you. Hopefully you get some nice prizes and
Happy
cakes
friggin'
and
birthday.
Happy friggin' birthday. If you don't like cake and you like pie, I hope somebody buys you a pie.
I hope that too. Well, first we have
Ice cream cake for me though.
ice cream cake for you. Yeah, that's true. That's what
Love
we got
me
last
some-
year
Love me some ice cream
on
cake.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco
Gotta
de
have that
Jaco.
fudge layer in the, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the move.
Stop the presses.
Happy birthday, Kyla. She's 10 years old. She's
Hey.
a cam crew little lady. Was also Joss Stone is 37 today. She's a British singer. Trisha Helfer is 50 today.
Who dat?
Let's see. She was on Battlestar Galactica
Oh.
and Burn Notice.
Okay. Still
Jen-
don't know who it is.
Do
Do you know who that is, Jakob?
No.
You don't
Okay.
watch Battlestar Galactica?
Well, first of all, it's not on anymore.
You guys don't want. I feel like both of you should be like very versed in Battlestar Galactica.
What was the bad word they used to there? Katie Sackhoff said it all the time. I might know her. Anyway, continue
Okay.
on. Sorry.
Jennifer.
Called us nerds, by the way. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
First of all, rude.
With my chest, I said it. Jennifer Esposito is 51. Speaking of Spin City, she was on Spin City. She was on Crash and Blue Bloods. Goldust from the WWE. He is 55 today.
That is actually his given name, too.
Goldust. That is his baptized name. Yep.
He was born in a shallow stream in California.
Goldust. And last but not least, it is actually James Parkinson's birthday today. He was
Wow.
born in 1775 to a doctor, a surgeon, an apothecary. And so that's why we celebrate Parkinson's
World Awareness Day?
World Awareness
Nice.
Day today.
Well,
Yes.
that makes sense, doesn't it?
Nice segue.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, that's your birthdays. Happy birthday, baby, if it's your birthday today. Or maybe you're having a kid today. Happy birthday to them. You don't even have a name for them yet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, maybe it'll be Pixie McTrickmuffins, just like the favorite dogs and cats names that we talked about earlier.
And if you name your kid Pixie McTrickmuffins, we'll get you some concert tickets.
We'll take that call.
We'll get you a T-shirt at the very least.
Pew, 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 pew. Well, speaking of you two being nerds, I understand that you don't watch Battlestar Galactica. That's fine, but you guys are both Star Wars
It's not part of the big three.
geeks.
Do
What
you
are the
go-
big three?
Do you go to the Comic-Con?
I've never actually been to one.
Oh, well, me either.
I'd like to. I mean,
That's not true. I did go to one once that was at the Civic Auditorium because my friend Lloyd teaches at Millard West, and his class, somehow they had some of the actors there. And so he invited me out because he's a Star Wars fan too.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And then we went to the Comic-Con or whatever it was called after that, and that's the only one I've ever been to.
Oh, yeah. They say with nerds, the big three is Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and Harry Potter. And you're a big fan of one, you like the other, and you've never seen the third or not interested in it.
Really? I like all three of those.
I was gonna say I've seen all three. You're a nerd too. Welcome.
I know. Thank you.
Hold on. I've got some nerd music for this.
Ooh.
All right, we're ready.
There we go. Ooh, my soul. Number 1. What is Baby Yoda's real name?
Grogu.
Yeah.
Actually,
Grogu is correct.
it's Din Grogu now.
Yeah, Din Grogu, because they officially adopted in the Star Wars galaxy.
That's right.
Din,
Look at that.
Yeah.
Super
Look at that.
nerds.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I feel like with all of these 10 questions about Star Wars, we're going to get on tangents and other facts. So here we go.
All right, we'll go quick because it's 8:55.
Number 2, where is Obi-Wan? Where did Obi-Wan take Luke after his birth?
Go ahead, Joachim.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Took him to live with his Uncle Owen and his
Yeah.
Aunt Beru.
Yes.
wanted to
Uncle
go-
Owen? Aunt Beru?
He
Uncle
never-
Owen?
I don't
Aunt
think
Beru?
he ever made it to Tashi Station for the power converter.
No, he never did. No, sure didn't.
Han Solo was frozen in what?
Carbonite.
Carbonite. Yeah.
Carbonite, indeed.
Man, what'd you do? Pick the easiest quiz ever?
Jeez.
I'm so wow. I'm so sorry. One of my friends had
Ochi a Bastoon, okay?
wow. One of my friends actually had a Han Solo Carbonite refrigerator, and it was so cool.
I've got a rug.
a rug.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, his wife made him move it to the garage once they moved in together.
Oh well,
That makes
that's-
sense.
That's
Yeah, I
why
get
I
it.
continue to be the landlord and not the. I don't want to move my Star Wars stuff out, which is why I
Fair
won't.
enough. Fair enough. Who killed Jabba? Also the Hutt.
Leia.
Yeah, Princess Leia Organa.
It was
of
Princess
Alderaan.
Leia.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Number 5 on this all Star Wars question or quiz.
Nerds!
What is Mondo's real name from The Mandalorian?
Mando?
Mando?
Mando. I'd never seen The Mandalorian.
His name in the show?
His name in the show.
Din Djarin?
Din Djarin.
Yes.
That's why it's Din Grogu.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6. Who built C-3PO?
Anakin Skywalker?
Yep. Number 7, all Star Wars quiz today. You have until these two nerds answer. What year did the first Star Wars movie come out?
1977.
I wasn't even alive, but it's 77.
1977.
1977, yeah.
My parents took my oldest 3 siblings to it. Number 8, where is Jabba the Hutt's palace located?
I think it's closer to Mos Espa than Mos Eisley on Tatooine.
It's on Tatooine.
It is on Tatooine. Absolutely.
You
You
guys
guys got down to the zoo. Wow.
Near the Sarlacc pit in the Dune Sea.
Wow. See, I get this nerdy with Game of Thrones, but like I can't do that with Star Wars. It's crazy. Number 9 on this mega nerd out Star Wars quiz. What's the name of Boba Fett's ship?
What's the name of
we can't
Boba
say
Fett's-
that. We can't say that anymore.
Yeah, you can't say
You
it.
can't say that anymore.
It was called Slave One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
There we go.
They've decided to not say that
We're not
anymore.
supposed to say that anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry
Yeah.
that I've offended
Way to
you
go.
guys. My bad.
Gosh. It's a Spitfire fighter.
Maybe you can do what Slaves did and just call it Rain City 1, and change their name a little bit.
Okay,
The
all right.
band.
Okay.
Number 10. Who are Kylo Ren's parents?
Rilo Ken, is this a new guy?
Rilo Kiley.
Frickin'
Who's
Barbie's,
Rilo?
Barbie's taking over.
Rilo Kiley and Barbie had a baby. Who are Kylo Ren's parents?
Yeah, Han Solo and General Leia Organa.
Wow. And a bonus question.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Luke lost which hand in his fight with Darth Vader?
I believe it was the. I'm trying to think. He's holding up.
Yeah, what's he holding up at the end of Empire? I'm going to go right. You go left.
I was gonna go right, but
Okay, I'll go left.
Jacob is correct. It is right.
Okay. Is
that's
that it?
not true. That's impossible.
Ooh, we should do more of these facts. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to give it to you. You guys got like a 20 out of 10 because of all the random facts on this Star Wars pop quiz.
All right, I like it. Thank you for delivering such a wonderful pop quiz to us.
Anytime.
All right.
Anytime. Oh.
That means you're the sweetest. Or did it mean...
I like that.
This is a fancy ass hot pocket, y'all.
Because if you put Chopper on there, you have to bleep everything out because Chopper's constantly cussing and swearing.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Bye.